Kyoto.
Kyoto.
Yes. We live in Yokohama.
Yokohama.
Yeah. And then we are visiting Tokyo.
Yeah. Yokohama. いいとこよ。いいとこよ。なんていうの？いいとこは英語でなんていうの
Meet Palebo, a digital nomad from Denmark on an epic journey around the world. At the age of 50, he made a bold decision. He sold everything, his house, his car, his furniture, and set out with a quest to visit every single country in the world, documenting everything along the way. This is the Radio Vagabond podcast.
I'm in Japan, and both my daughters are here. It's my youngest, Clara. She's 20. She's been traveling with me for 4 months. We've been to Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia, Hong Kong, China, North Korea, and South Korea. And my oldest daughter, 23-year-old Amanda, she joined us a few days ago. We're staying in Yokohama, a little bit outside of Tokyo, but we spent most of our time in Tokyo. Before coming to Japan, we heard a lot of myth about Japan, so we decided that we want to do our own version of Mythbusters. And I'm here with Amanda and Clara. We've compiled a list of things that we've heard before we came here. So, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, myth number 1. It is very clean in Japan.
Yeah, that I would say that's definitely true.
Absolutely.
And we've been to a lot of places here in Asia, you and me, Clara, and you remember Laos?
Yeah, it's
that's just one of the places.
Quite different from Laos.
I loved Laos, one of my favorite places, but you remember we stayed close to the Mekong River, and there was sort of a wall and a small hill down to the river, and people just dumped their garbage just over the wall, and I saw a TV down there and stuff that would stay there forever.
Yeah.
So that would never ever happen in Japan.
No, absolutely not.
So when we're walking in Tokyo, we did not see any garbage, not an empty bottle of water, or not a cigarette butt in the street, nothing.
And I find that a bit strange, since there was I didn't see any bins or...
No.
It was so weird.
No garbage bins, but people just put it in their pocket and took it back home. That's amazing. So I would say Japan is clean, absolutely confirmed.
Yes.
The second one, before coming here, we heard that it was rude to be sitting with the phone when you're on the train.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
If that was the case, a lot of people would.
Yeah. I didn't see it. I saw so many Japanese people who were sitting on their phones.
It was like in any other Western type country, or any other country for that matter. Everybody was looking into their phones.
Yeah.
But nobody was having any conversations on the phone.
No, it was very
maybe
quiet.
that was what people said was rude. And the trains were quiet.
Very quiet.
Even standing on the platform, nobody was talking. It was very quiet and polite.
Yeah.
So that one, that is rude to be on your phone in the train, I think that's busted. But but the thing about being polite, that's myth number 3. The Japanese are polite.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even too much, maybe.
Maybe it's just a little bit
too much. You remember the bakery near the train station. They just kept saying arigato, arigato. It was like driving me insane. I had to get out of there because it was like, please be quiet. Enough. I'm just trying to buy a piece of bread.
Yeah, but do you remember the restaurant? We were told that you don't give tips in Japan.
Oh yeah.
So 2,792 yen.
In fact, I put 3 yen too much. And we were waiting for him to come back, but then again, 3 yen, that's around 2 cents, I think. It's like nothing. So we walked out of there. And then he came running after us. Oh, mister, you forgot your money. You forgot your money.
Poor thing.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Thank you very much.
2 cents.
Oh my god.
Yes.
And he was like apologizing and I'm sorry. That was also maybe just a little bit too much, but so the myth the Japanese are polite, absolutely. And another thing, when you're on an escalator, everybody stands on one side. When they're standing, it's on the left. Nobody would ever think about standing on the right because the Japanese are very polite. So yeah, absolutely confirmed. The next one is one that you put on the table. There's a lot of cuteness in Japan. Can you explain what you mean by that?
Everything is just very neat and
Yeah, that's at least
well
like
made.
Wait, when you say cuteness, what do you mean?
what's the word? Kawaii.
What?
I feel like such a white girl saying that. But yeah, that's like a whole thing about the culture in Japan. This whole kawaii culture where everything is cute and neat and pretty.
And pastel.
And pastel, yeah.
And nice kitty cats and.
But I would say it also, like, it's very well made what they do. They really put their whole soul into what they do.
Also the what is it called, the maid cafes?
Oh yeah. We wanted to go to this maid cafe where everybody was dressed up as maids, and they drew cats in the coffee, and they were all like acting as if you were, I think they called it their master and stuff like that. We ended up not going because the line was really long, but it was such a strange phenomenon.
And then we just went to a cat cafe and a dog cafe.
Yeah.
And that was cute.
That was so cute.
We'll be talking about that more in the next episode, where we give our top 3 lists of what we've seen here in Japan. Okay, so cuteness confirmed. Absolutely. There was a thing I was told in several videos and several blogs. It's difficult to get on Wi-Fi in Japan.
Yeah, I remember seeing that as well.
I don't feel it was that much different than in any other country.
No.
I would say, I think it was a little
Okay, there was the Wendy experience.
Yeah.
But how can I receive the email? I need internet to get email. And this is I should get a password in the email, but I can't get the password because I need Wi-Fi to go on the email to get on Wi-Fi. It's like what came first, the chicken or the egg?
I'm not sure if you need a password or something.
Yeah, I went to this. I got on the and then I said my email address and then said send, and then It says I go to your email and read the email, but you see, I need Wi-Fi to get the email.
Yeah, I know.
Let me just explain. We wanted to get online, and we went into a Wendy's, got a cup of coffee, and I wanted to get online.
Yeah, because we went in there because they had a big sign, free Wi-Fi. So we thought, well, let's just grab a cup of coffee and just get on this one.
So I connected to the Wi-Fi, and it said, put your email address here and push send. And then it said, go to your email and get the password. But how do I get on the email in order to get the password before going on Wi-Fi?
No, we will send you a password. Check your email and put it here, and you will be online, so I can get the email.
そうだね、no idea だね。
And then I also tried to scan this, and it just said you need Wi-Fi to scan it. I want Wi-Fi.
And it was like it dawned on them. Oh, that's right. How do you get on email without Wi-Fi? It was insane.
How have they not thought about this before?
It was like they needed a Danish guy to tell them that you need Wi-Fi in order to get to your email, in order to get on Wi-Fi, in order to get your email. So it was nuts. It was crazy and ridiculous. But other than that, getting on Wi-Fi in Tokyo is like in any other place, most over the world.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of countries where it was much more difficult.
Yeah, it's probably because you have been to a country with worse Wi-Fi. Because I thought it was quite difficult.
Even on the train stations, they had Wi-Fi, but in some other places you need to sign up. The whole process of it was kind of time-consuming, but you could get online most places. Just don't go to a Wendy's. The last one is before coming here to Japan, we were told that Japan is totally different than the rest of Asia. You can't really speak on that, Amanda. You've only been here, but what do you think, Clara?
I think that's definitely true. I think it's so much more different. It's like it's a completely different world. I mean, sure, it has some elements of that there are over the entire of Asia.
And I'm not just sure about that. I can see it's different, but maybe it's in my mind it would be much more different.
I just think it's just different, like from the entire world. I think it was just very strange. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just strange.
Yeah, I'm sort of in the middle on this. I don't think it was totally different, but I can see that it's different. So I'm not. I'll let you have the confirmed one, but I'm sort of torn in this one. But one thing for sure, I love it here.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
So beautiful. I want to stay.
Yeah, I'm coming back. Being in Japan can feel like you've just stepped into the movie Lost in Translation. Have a listen to this young Japanese guy in a cafe. He so wanted to talk to us, but when I explained where we've been in the country, it was as if he only understood the names of the cities.
Where visit Japan?
Kyoto. Yes, and we live in Yokohama.
Yokohama.
Yeah, and then we are visiting Tokyo. Yeah. So
Disneyland?
No.
No. I'm stay home Yokohama. Yeah. Yokohama いいとこよ。いいとこよ。なんていうの？いいとこは英語でなんていうの？ Good point. Good place. Yokohama good place.
Yes.
Yeah. もう行ったってなんて横浜 went? えイエーイ
On my way out, I even tried to make a small interview with him. That didn't go down very well.
What is your name?
リュウタン
Ryotang.
リュウタン
Ryotang. What is the best thing about Tokyo?
なんだろう東京イエーイエンジョイタイムイエーイ
Bye bye.
In the next episode, I speak to an Englishman who actually managed to learn some Japanese.
Are you turning Japanese?
I really think so.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's our Airbnb host, Gab. He's been living in Japan for a few years and is a total cool guy. We rented a room with him, so we shared the kitchen and had lots of opportunities for talking and playing with his wonderful son who stays with him every weekend. And then Amanda, Clara and me, we take you through our favorite places in Japan. All that and much more in the next episode of the Radio Vagabond podcast.
If you like this podcast, please subscribe in iTunes or the podcast app on your smartphone. You can see pictures, watch videos, and read much more on the radiovagabond.com.
My name is Palabo. See ya.